Hi, today I'm going to show you a stretch that can feel good and be helpful if you have lower back pain. So if you don't know me, my name is Maja and I'm a Pilates teacher, but also I used to have lower back pain and lower back problems over a long period of 12 years, and this stretch is one of my favorite stretches, and I would say my client's favorite stretch as well. One small thing that I want to add before we go into the stretch is that stretching alone is not going to resolve your lower back problem. So, yes, this stretch can make you feel good potentially, but make sure that you are doing everything else that is needed for lower back to be healthy, like strength, stability, good movement, healthy movement patterns, and so on. So let's go to the mat and let's do the stretch. The stretch that we will do is spinal rotation stretch, and for that stretch we will lower ourselves down to lie on our side. Legs will be bent at 90 degrees in front of our hips, and we will use the bottom arm to be as a pillow for our head, and the hand is going to hold the back side of the head. The first and most important thing that we will set up for this stretch, that we'll put in the correct position, is our pelvis. And the pelvis should be in neutral position, not in posterior tilt, but in neutral position. There is a lot that I can say about the neutral, but right now just think that if you put the base of your hand onto your front hip bone and your fingers onto your pubic bone, the hand now is showing to a direction, and if you're in neutral, that direction is showing to the wall on your bottom side, or your hand is parallel to the wall in front of you. So this is how you can set up your neutral. It might feel like you are arching your back and you're sending the sitting bones too much forward, but if you feel like that, it's probably that you are used to doing posterior tilt, and that's why it seems strange. So just try to keep it neutral. The second thing are going to be our knees. The knees are equal length. We will not allow the top knee to become shorter than the bottom one. So set them up to be equal, and they're gonna stay like that throughout the stretch. And the last thing, we will take our chest and move it a little bit in front of the pelvis, and reach your top arm, and then start opening into the rotation. You will see that when you open to the rotation, because we move the chest forward, now our head, chest bone, and the pelvis are in the same line, and that is the reason why we moved the chest. So now we are staying here in the stretch, and we are just breathing, inhaling and exhaling, while keeping the pelvis neutral, while keeping the knees equal. You might notice that your body wants to do something to come out of that position that we set up in the beginning. So try to neutralize that and try to come into the position that we set up already. Try to also inhale through the nose into your rib cage, into your side of the rib cage that you're opening with that side, that you're opening that arm. So in my case, my right arm is opening, and I am inhaling into my right side of the chest, right side of the rib cage. Deep inhale into your rib cage. And with exhale, you might notice that your spine is allowing you to go closer to the floor. And again, inhale and exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. You can stay up to 10 breaths, and then when you finish, close. And let's do the other side. I will turn my back to you so you also see me from the other side when I'm doing the exercise. So, arm under the head, the legs are at 90 degrees, the pelvis is in neutral, not posterior tilt. The chest is a little bit in front of the pelvis, And then with the arm, I'm opening to the back, maintaining the pelvis in neutral, maintaining the knees stable and equal length. Breathing here now into your side of the chest that is open, side of the rib cage that is open. And another thing, you might notice now that my arm is really not close to the floor. There is like, I don't know, 20, 30 centimeters the distance between my arm and the floor, and that is okay. I don't want to round my shoulder and push my arm down in order to touch the floor. This is not doing anything for me. I will keep my shoulder open and I will just have my hand look up to the ceiling and only go down with the arm as much as my spine is basically allowing me. So inhaling and exhaling. Again, you can stay 5 to 10 breaths. How long you will stay is not a precise science, so you can stay however long it feels good for you. And then when you are done, you will just close the arm and you can push yourself to come up and to finish the stretch. I hope that the stretch felt good and that it made a difference for you today. And if you would like to dive deeper into rebuilding your lower back and giving your lower back everything that it needs in order to be healthy, like strength, stability, flexibility, learning how to move and how to exercise well, how to exercise correctly, you can check out my program, my online program, Lower Back Rebuild, and it is going to be in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.